Alright guys, so I just picked up these Ridetech adjustable tie rods from my buddy Nick. So you can see these aren't really much different than a traditional one, although I like how these adjustments are. You can see they spin normally and then they have a locking nut that's a lot better than the clamp style. I have the clamp style right here in the bag, but I don't think I'm going to use them because I have these instead. And then these actual tie rod ends are in really good condition still. I don't really see a reason why I wouldn't use them, so I spent like $100 and something on these brand new ones, so I might return those now that I bought these. But since everything you see here on this table is freshly powder coated and painted, I don't see why it would be a problem to go ahead and take this stuff off. I can do the old steel wool trick and clean up the locking nuts on this. You can see this one's a little bit rusted because this was on Nick's car. And then I'll go ahead and I'll reshoot this tie rod in black, because you can see it's got a little bit of wear and tear on it. I mean, it is about 2 inches from the ground. So I'm going to go ahead and take this apart, clean it up real quick, and get it all cleaned up. I figured before I finish I'd show you this quick little trick. So I have a soap pad, but because I don't have actual like steel wool, but basically rusty bolt on stainless or whatever, any kind of metal that's pitted and rusty, so you can see this right here is pretty bad. You would pretty much just take it and kind of rub it back and forth on the piece, and it'll actually take out the imperfections out of what you're working on. But I've done these two, and you can see it comes out like pretty much perfect. So on the other arm I finished both sides. Of course I can't show you because I already wrapped it up. It'll come out mostly new again, so if you have a rusty bolt or something or anything like that, just shoot them with some steel wool and it'll make it look a lot better. Alright, so now you guys kind of see what I'm talking about. So there's one spot that was actually all the plating's gone, so I can't really get too much better than that. I'm going to go ahead and paint these two pieces up real quick and get them ready to go in the car. Alright, I got these prepped up. Shoot another little coat of black over, make them look a little bit better. Just gotta go grab some black paint. I don't think I have any. Alright, so I'm assembling the upper control arm right now, and one thing I notice is this is the kit that I bought on eBay. It's just a generic front suspension rebuild kit for a 64 Galaxie. This is the kit that I bought, just in case you're curious. But you can see it doesn't come with, there's a bushing, which I have laid out right here. This bushing slips over the end of these grease fittings, like so. So those would sit kind of like that, so dirt doesn't get in. My kit didn't come with those, and those are what, so basically this rod right here is what goes inside of the upper control arm. That's what aligns it, balances and everything, and then those two outer grease fittings right here thread onto these ends, and then these are the dust caps that kind of go over the end. You technically don't need them, but I feel like, you know, if it came factory, it should have been in this kit. So I mean, people that make these kits, this doesn't make anything, cost anything to make. I don't know why they don't put this in. So unfortunately I'm gonna have to reuse the old ones. They're not in bad condition, I just gotta clean them up, but it's like, why don't they include stuff like that? It's just a bushing. Like, I mean, I could, like I said, I could get away. There is an O-ring in here, so I could get away without them, but there's no reason why I wouldn't use them if they're not bad, so I might as well reuse them. It's kind of unfortunate I gotta do that though. Alright, chilling in the garage, eating pizza with a heater on, because that's just how you do stuff. I gotta shout out to Mike, I gotta get words. Control arm bushing compressor, yeah, that thing. So, installer, whatever you want to call it. Because these things kind of have to go here. And yeah, so I need to press those in. So this is going to be boring, so I'm going to go ahead and press these in. Basically, if you didn't know, you have control arms like this. Unless you have a press, it's much easier to just go buy a tool. Mike had one. You can rent them for free at hardware stores. So yeah.
That's the right tool. You should probably just use the tool.
Yeah, just use the tool. C-clamp. I'm going to pretty much put a big freaking impact on that thing and just hammer it in. And yeah, so I'm going to install these bushings in the lower control arms and we'll be ready to put them on the car. All right, cool, we got the bushings in. I just want to point this out real quick because this is probably the hardest part of the whole front suspension rebuild, in my opinion, is getting these bushings in. Because you don't have the right tool, it's pretty much physically impossible. So because these are nice and powder coated, you can see we actually didn't really destroy this part of the arm getting these bushings in. So these actually have to go in from the back, and I used a ball joint tool. So you can rent these out of Riley's. It pretty much just looks like this. But you're not going to end up using this. It's not, the bushing is so large you can't actually fit it in this tool. So what we ended up doing is I didn't use this vise. I went to my work because it has a lot larger one, and we went ahead and took just the cups out of it. And I ended up putting the bigger one over the edge, you can see, and it can slip through. So it can grab something, so it has something to go through on that side. Then put the smaller one that grabs the outside of the bushing, so you can kind of see right there, grabs the outside of the bushing, and then put it in a vise directly like that. And that kind of clamped everything It allowed the bushing to go inside of this cup. Everything slipped in. It was kind of a pain in the ass. It was a two-person job. This is the hardest part. I hate this part. I was trying not to scratch the arm, so it made it even worse. So this is all done finally, so that's cool. Now we can move on to our special bolts right here. I'm going to explain what these are and how they work. All right, guys, so moving to the lowers on this car, this is the star of the show for this one. This is from Born Again Classics. Now, this is single-handedly the most important part of the entire suspension rebuild, because if you don't do this, you can do all the stuff that I'm doing right here, rebuild everything, make everything brand new tire rods, new steering, and you will still get terrible tire wear, and here's why. So these are the lower control arm bolts that go in the front here, and they're kind of like I don't know the actual term. It's like basically an offset kind of bolt that as the control arm goes up and down and cycles, this thing will turn. When it turns, what it does is it ends up adjusting your caster. So it pulls the control arm forward and backwards and kind of changes the angle. Now, that's fine. Now, from what I know, they did this for a few reasons. If it was an R code or any sort of hypo car or a cop car or something like that, they did not have these. But if you were like a commuter car or any of the base model car like mine, the cars had these. And what they were used for is adjusting the caster at lower speeds, enabled for a smoother ride, I guess. That was kind of what they were going for. It ended up being a terrible design. They cut it off right in 65. This is a 64, therefore I still got stuck with it. So I have to replace it. So as you can see, this one is an offset, and then this one is straight. So this is the replacement from Born Again Classic. This is a 100% CNC machined custom bolt and like nut combo, so you can see it kind of slips in itself. I'll put the information up on the screen in a second here, and I'll show you everything. But they basically, for $250, they take your old one right here, and then they'll make this bolt for the bottom that goes through it, instead of having this offset piece right here, because you can actually unthread this and this will come out. And then, or I opted to do the whole entirely new thing. I just want to replace everything, because you can see I replaced everything on the car. So this is a brand new one, $350 something, and this is the whole new piece. So this is really cool. So what this is you pretty much just put this through. You put your control arm up, hang it. This just slips through like so. You would thread it in. Comes out the back. Perfectly straight. There are threads right here, so it catches the threads, and then it'll start to thread in. And then your control arm just, you can take the bolt out, control arm falls, put the control arm back up, put the bolt in. You couldn't do that with these because you can't take a bolt out when the bolt isn't straight. So they were really a pain in the butt to take the control arms out in the first place, so that just gets rid of all that hassle. And this keeps your control arm geometry the same from droop to bump. No matter where your suspension's at, it's gonna stay correct. So this is the most important part. I urge every one of you guys, if you're gonna spend the money to redo all this stuff, get these. Plus, when these things are threaded all in, they look very, very good. So it's gonna be awesome in the car. right, so I just hung the lowers. I got everything kind of tight because I want to torque all these down once there's some weight on the car, but everything's on. I'm kind of like surprised that I'm pretty much like blown away at just how nice everything looks. It's like crappy car from there back, and then it's like, dang dude, look at that sick new car. You can't see the rest of it, but yeah, I'm really happy with the way everything's coming out. This one piece, I cannot even describe to you guys how much easier it is to install the lower control arms with this piece. So if you're doing a Galaxie, I think it's 60. This fits from 60 to 64. If not, it's 63 to 64. I can't remember the years, but I'm pretty sure it's 60 all the way to 64. That piece will save your life. So I'm really happy with the way this is coming out. I would put the spindles on, but they're right there, and I realized I was gonna get disc brake spindles, but apparently the brakes I'm using use those spindles, so I gotta go get them fixed and powder coated, and there's a whole process I gotta do with those, so it's gonna take me a while. And then I can't really mount the sway bar or anything because there's no suspension in it yet, and I can't put the suspension in it until I get the spindles done, so it's a full circle again. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get this video done for a while. There's a lot of painting and prepping and stuff that doesn't fit, stuff that does fit. You can see I refurbished a bunch of parts because the suspension rebuild kit that I got didn't come with these certain parts. There's a bunch of stuff I had to do, like this one bolt right here. You saw me wire wheel this. So this guy right here, that's a washer that was original on the car that I actually refurbished, and I went ahead and took in the wire wheel and cleaned it all up. So that's all new. The original bolt there I cleaned through, and I just went to Ace Hardware and got a new nylon for it. So that's all new. So kind of new, I guess. And I had to reuse these dust caps right here because the other one didn't come with it. It's just stuff that just doesn't come with these kits and really sucks, and not everything's perfect, you know. But anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I would, you know, wait longer to post this video and actually get the sway bar and stuff on, but I mean, I just kind of got to get some videos out there. So I hope you guys did find this video helpful. Like the video if you did enjoy. Go down in the description and check out those actual lower control arm bolts. If you're interested, please support the company. He's a super cool guy. He was nice to work with, and it's a really, really good piece. That is a high quality bolt. So yeah, big shout out to him. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and we're getting this car done, and we got a big surprise coming in the next couple videos with this thing, so stay tuned. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.